We're gonna have a good day. Ain't nobody gonna cry today. 'Cause ain't nobody gonna die today. Save that trouble for another day. We're gonna have a good day. Ain't nobody gonna cry today. 'Cause ain't nobody gonna die today. Save that trouble for another day. We're gonna have a good day. No one's gonna rain on our parade. Welcome, everyone. Let's dive into the ethers. You're coming out looking like a bride, looking like a wifey, looking purified. Maybe someone's gonna get married. If not, you are embodying the essence of gentleness. You are kind and you are refined. If you have been in a fire cycle, a holistic cycle, you rebirthed yourself and let go of all those burdens. So I do think you rebirthed in a very innocent way, realigned with your soul and your essence. Okay, so you made it out of the hell cycle. Mission complete. You're bringing nothing but completion to your life. You completed the challenge God gave you to be more earnest and honest with others. You have support from your guardians, from your friends, helping you carry the weight of these burdens. You don't have to carry anything alone. Being celebrated and supported by these high-level sources is making you feel even more sexy, more attractive. Maybe you're finally attracting the life you want. I don't know. Whoever's looking out for you says you're far too modest about your hotness. And with the Hermit and the Princess of Wands, of course I heard the Beyonce song. I'm feeling sexy. Wanna hear you say my name. Yeah, that is a note that I cannot touch. But, someone might want you to make them feel as sexy as they should feel, as they really are. Okay, pull them out of their shell. You could be like as single as a Pringle and attracting a lot of suitors. Like, people think you're hot right now. And honestly, you don't even have to try hard. You're not a try hard. You are one with the goddess energy. It just comes naturally. We're going to get another Beyonce song. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless. Ladies, tell them you're flawless even if you make mistakes. Goddesses don't make mistakes. We're never wrong. Make sure you put that in your notebook. Check that shit. Your radiance has got people flipping the script, unable to function. They're scared to approach you. You're just so damn radiant. Like, you got people crashing into walls with, like, question marks floating around their heads. Like, they don't know how to function, and they're scared to admit it. You look so, like, innocent on the outside, but inside there's a fire that cannot be tamed. And people, like, are drawn to the flame, but they're also a little intimidated by it. They can't figure you out. They can't figure out if you're an angel or a demon. Even though none of us are like real actual demons. But everyone's got a little demon in them. So maybe you just keep people guessing on their toes. You're like unreadable. Yet like you're not hiding anything. And the fact that you're so open and authentic makes people think that you're like acting or hiding things or creating a persona when you're so honest that like they just can't accept that you're so honest. Like what are you hiding? Why are you being so authentic? What do you get out of it? Nothing. Just to feel good and be myself. That's how you feel. You're like, oh, I just own up to my whole self, my whole being. It's not a matter of strategy or hiding. It's just who I am. And they're just like, but how does she do it? Or why does she do it? Or what is her agenda? Or what is this and that and that and that? And like question, 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 question. Well, you are so not questioning yourself. So the fact that you're not questioning yourself at all, you feel so confident, like on top of the world. It makes other people question themselves. They're like, but why don't you have questions? What makes you think you have the answers? You're just like, oh, you poor thing. You will find out eventually. Just keep going through the circle. Keep on pushing until you find the answer. And you're just like literally so high level that it's laughable. Like I literally hear Lilith like just laughing at the fact that so many people can't keep up with you, and you're just fucking genius at its finest. And I hear Lilith, it's literally like, ha ha ha. I can't do her laugh. It's like not a fake laugh. I can't fake her laugh. She's genuinely laughing with you, not at you. At the fact that you've embodied not only the light feminine, but the dark feminine, the dark goddess. Some of you got the dark goddess, some of you are a light goddess, some of you got both. But, you know, people are going to remember your name. They're going to be saying your name all across the world, everywhere. You're going to get recognized. And people are going to have a lot to say about you. But it doesn't affect you. You know yourself too well to be swayed by them. So you're just basking in your glory, like taking a victory lap, taking your time, absorbing this source energy that's surrounding you. You deserve it. Don't come down for them. Never come down for them. The only thing that's going to ever take you off a throne is God. And God put you on that throne, and God is the only one that can take you up. So yeah, you're right where you're meant to be in your victory on your throne. Other people are out there fighting shadows, but you don't see them. You only focus on correction and progression. That's where your focus is. And you're being corrected in so many ways, like God has rearranged your energetic signature to its most pure form. And it's not like a sacrifice anymore. It's almost like you have an ego, but you love, like it's like a nice ego. It's like you have a dragon, you have a dark side, but it's benevolent. It protects you. It's sensual. Even if you have the angel, you have the demon. And I think you're well-rounded. And I think people who don't have that have a lot of rounds on the wheel to make, to keep turning to reach your level. Some people are reaching for gods and stuff that you work with that they haven't even, reached enough mastery to get to that place yet. So they're like reaching, and people could be reaching in so many ways. They could be making up holes in these stories and filling in these stories with whatever kind of lies they want to make up. So they're just like creating holes in their own stories and reaching for answers that aren't there because it doesn't exist. It's literally like make-believe for them. Like they're fighting their own demons, trapped in their own curses. But for you, you're on your throne. You're not making up stories. You're just like basking in your glory, in the glory of God. That song will not get out of my head. That like, we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna have a good day. Haters better get out the way. This has always been our play. The play that we're making on the stage is to have the best fucking life ever, every day. So if that song's not playing in your head, it's time to clear and cleanse that negativity and stop fighting shadows and find ascension. God's awaiting for you, for the haterade. The haters out there drinking too much. Drinking too much poison. It's like they poison everything they touch. Everything they say is poison. So anyways, ascension. You really are shining like the sun. Like, beautiful. Just kiss. Shining like the sun, energetic, confident, going for your dreams, taking up space on the world stage in whatever way works for you. All right, you're fearless. So, yeah, you could be like channeling the sun. Just a side note. So you're getting so much energy and inspiration from the sun source, reflecting all of that confidence into the moon, into the shadow, filling the whole spectrum up with the light of source. And really, just keep doing it. It only gets better from here. There's a constant correction, you know. Anytime the shadow speaks of doubt or anything, tries to tear you down, the conscious moment comes in and redirects that energy to get it back on the right path. So constant correction. So yeah, no more hell for you. Unless you want to go down there and just visit and have fun. But your shadow is dancing, playing, having a great time. And it's doing it in its own comfort zone. You're not in hell trying to have fun in their way, but you can access the shadow fearlessly. I mean, really, you're everywhere and anywhere. And you're not like scattered, you're not like fractaled. You're just quantum. You're totally complete. You're so complete that you can hold consciousness in any dimension you want. So, anyone trying to tell you that you're shattered, they obviously don't understand that everything in existence is fractalized. So it's fragmented into infinite pieces and parallels. But within infinite fractalization, you're complete. You have to accept that it's just a never-ending cycle and spiral that turns and turns every piece as one. But within that infinite consciousness, you are complete, okay? And anytime you step off the path, even for a moment, God corrects it. God moves the path to wherever you're walking. You're making new pathways that have never been walked before. And God is breathing life into the path that you walk that is very unique and making sure that it's in alignment with your highest timelines. So, like, I literally see you walking off the path, but God moves the path and then creates a plan around your movement instead of making you forced to fit a narrative that someone else made for you or walk a path or walk in someone's footsteps that someone else made for you. You're being allowed to walk your own path in a way that no one else has ever done before, but God is like shining a light on your path to make sure that it goes smoothly. So you're not just wandering alone. Like, this is purposeful, intentional, and God is proud of it. So it's making sure that it'll be successful. He's making sure that you being off the beaten road will bring you nothing but success. So you're forging your own path like a leader would. You're definitely surrendering to the moment. The sun often represents the moment. So you're so quantum that you can place yourself anywhere, or God can place you anywhere. But I feel like you don't always follow the crowd. So God is going where you go. Okay, it's totally approved. Light is shining on your path. And I feel like you surrender to your own way of doing things. Like, that's just the way it is. You're not willing to let anyone like shape your mind and tell you what your mind's supposed to be. You just like very rarely, you don't listen to anyone unless you know it's God speaking through them or your guide speaking through them. No one, like, you don't trust humans. That's why you often isolate, even though you are the moment. Like, you're in the moment, you're embracing the moment, even through timeless energies. You find the moment and you pull it into the now. And the moment is you. Every second of every day, you're weaving infinite realities with every single step you take on that path. So God is showing me, like, you walking that little path you made It's not little though, like it's making big moves, believe it or not, even if you seems like you're walking it alone or no one else has gone there. You are not afraid to go there, okay? And every step you take on this metaphoric path, right? It is it's creating infinite moments, infinite memories. Like I see you walking this path and it creates a ripple effect through the whole earth, the whole network. It's like so timeless for everyone else, but for you, it's so in the moment. And you're embracing every single step and every single little bit of who you are. And you love it. Like you're falling so deeply in love with just playing your way through life, not playing this silly, like fake power struggle shit with people you don't even care about, but like you're dancing in love and playing with and shaping love in your life. And anyone that doesn't love life or support, where you're at inside and on this adventure, like you're not interested. It's too low vibrational. Like this whole reading is just like, have fun, you know? Don't let anyone ruin your day or rain on your parade, okay? So these steps are like infinite ripples through the quantum, but it's because it's like making such a huge impact because you're being so present with yourself and all of yourself, and you're making it light and fun. So these steps that you're taking, they're like light-footed. It's not these heavy, like weighted steps. It's not like this long weighted thing. It's like you might think you're going the wrong way, but God is allowing you to like create a shortcut, So it's like I see someone, instead of going the long way, they just do the shortcut, like they cut through the grass or something, to take a shortcut, and it's kind of okay. Like it's actually okay. God smiles upon it. Like very much so are they emphasizing God smiling upon this. All right? So you love to play. You might like to break the rules. You're a little troublemaker sometimes. But I think God is like okay with that when it comes to you. Like he might not let everyone break the rules, but he lets you break the rules. Because he knows that one way or another, it's gonna be beautiful. Whatever comes from you, anything you admit, is gonna be beautiful. It never fails. You're like on a winning streak, and it's all in God's house. It's so divine. Anyone playing with demons, even if, and I mean that in a general sense, anyone playing like petty games, they are just like in the past, and like they're fading deeper and deeper into the past, almost to the point where they don't even matter anymore. Like they don't even exist because they don't evolve. So it's like either evolve, and or you don't exist to me, like in the nicest way possible. Nothing's gonna keep me stalled out, So you're really focused on we're either gonna evolve or you're part of a past timeline. So in a way, like, a lot of you guys are like doing the thing where you claim your trauma, you claim everything, you claim your success, and you make it work for you and dance and play for you. Okay? I almost even hear like angels playing music for you. Like they're singing songs in your head. Like that song from Phantom of the Opera just popped into my mind, which is literally, that movie is literally about having like an angel of music singing songs in your head. That could be going on. Spirit could be really like playing, teaching you through music right now. You could even just like free speak, speak automatically without even thinking about it. And it may come out like, like I hear angels singing. And then it's like you're one of those angels. And like you're singing with the choir, God's choir. And this energy, I don't know. It's like even when things go wrong, all you hear is the bells, and um, all you hear is like this choir of angels and this band of angelics and gods playing for you, cheering you on. So it's like you almost have like theme music following you everywhere you go. It's like your environment is reflecting your state of being. And I see you like being like a character in a movie who has like a theme song everywhere as they walk around. And it literally makes you feel so happy that you see nothing else. And that's what Spirit wants for you. You spend way too freaking long trying to fix things that can't be fixed, and so I feel like you're in this happy zone. You're literally like dancing through life. Like that's what it is. And if you haven't, start dancing every day and just being silly, singing, even if you suck. Because if you feel a song in you, you know, it's because you're. Let's get more cards. So basically, it's like there's this song in you, and it's like the song of your soul, or the song of the angels singing to your soul, and you're just like walking through life like the happiest person that was ever born, and it's because you've accessed, the song within you, and you're like playing these strings of your consciousness and like making new sounds and new vibrations. So I see someone literally like plucking at these strings within their consciousness, creating collective songs and sounds that go out to the grid and everyone can hear it. So you guys are like really up there, and the angels are singing and you're singing back. Nature is singing. It's literally like every element of existence is in a band, like working together as one, banding together. And anything that's not banding together is getting banned altogether. Let's always ring the bell and raise the frequency. Or raise the wave that everyone's riding on to the highest frequency. Catch the current moment. That's what it's about. You're catching the current vibration in the moment, and you're embodying. And these vibrations are like sounds and symbols that you're integrating and embodying. You're catching the wave. Everyone's doing the wave, like energetic waves. It's so beautiful to me. Like if I could show you a camera in my head, you would understand. I love to see things, beautiful people uniting, beautiful inside and out. The whole world is singing your song. It's like a happy song. Thank you, happiness. And anyone who's just sad and miserable, who doesn't want to have a good time and ascend, they basically are just like taking several seats in the back. Like all the bitches can sit in the back. Anyone ruled by lies and negativity and negative fallen emotions are like put in the back. They're in the bleachers. They're in the nosebleeds while you're performing on the world stage, and you are on top of your game, like your game, no one else's game. No one knows the game better than you. All right. So all your haters can watch you from the nosebleeds at this point. They can't even get in. How are you going to hate when you can't even get in? I always say to myself, anytime someone is just perpetually hateful, I just say like, I love myself. I love life. I love you. Like, smile. One more time for the bitches in the back. Just smile. Like, some people's face can't even smile. Isn't that like in a movie where somebody's like told to smile and it like takes everything they got just to shape their face into a real smile? That's your guys' haters. Like, they can't just cheer you on and be happy for your success. They're like, if they can even get into the arena that you're in, they're behind a pillar, a stone wall, and they can't even watch the show. It's like they're literally standing in their own way of ascending with us because they just have so much hate. Like, their hate is blocking them. Like, literally, like a brick or a stone wall blocking them from even being able to participate in this ascension. And yeah, it sucks for them because they're doing it to themselves, whoever they are. Yeah, they don't, like, people need to realize what is yours. No one can take that from you. And they need to stop being so toxic and poisonous. Just because they, like, don't like someone, they think they can try to ruin their lives. It's like someone who peaked in high school, honestly, and never grew up, or they have, like, a childish mindset. And it's not even the good kind. Like, the ones of us who are dancing, enjoying life, living it up in every moment, we don't have a bunch of trauma. Our inner child feels safe. It's these people whose inner child doesn't feel safe, who they never were able to mature out of that high school stated mind because, like, they don't ever feel safe to move on from that trauma response. Something happened to somebody in high school, something traumatic that they have never been able to get out of that loop. It just keeps replaying. But some of you guys did the work to heal your inner child, so now your inner child is your best friend. And it's not in a way where it never grew up like it has Peter Pan syndrome. You don't have that. You grew up, but you never lost your sense of wonder and imagination. That's what it is. And these people who think the world is so horrible, which, yeah, it's horrible in ways and good in a lot of ways. All you can do is help when you can, but you can't, don't drown yourself trying to help people. You know what I mean? Don't let that yourself get drowned trying to save the world. Okay? People gotta step up and, like, save themselves a little bit. They gotta use a little bit more emotional intellect and actual intellect and get clarity on that, you know, so that they need to get clarity on their emotions and their thoughts, and they got to be, like, able to grow up and be a little bit more intelligent to do that. You can't always pick up the slack for people when they're lacking, you know, like, if people aren't smart enough to put the pieces together without lying, to heal themselves, to do the work, it's not your fucking fault that they won't do the work, okay? They have to start, like, raising their intellect enough to be able to see through the hatred and so that they can be happy. Honestly, they're bound to their hatred. They're bound to their traumas. And although we feel bad for them and we hope the best for them, we'll pray for them, it's like, grow up. And that's coming from people who don't even take life seriously. We take life as, you know, a roller coaster. Like, we're here to have fun. It's like an amusement park. It's like just a place to play. We're not taking life that seriously anymore. And these other people, they just take life too seriously, like your life. If anything, they need to take their own life. Okay, what I mean to say is they need to take their life more seriously and stop, like, focusing on your life being the center of their world. You know, it's like they're focused on you so much because they're trying to avoid their own self. So instead of looking within themselves to heal, it's all about you, and what you're doing. And all of that is them trying to avoid looking at themselves and the mirror inside themselves. Okay? I mean, it's like they have abandonment issues and they abandon themselves. Like, they're looking at you like you're their mother or something when you literally don't know them. And maybe their mother, their parent, or someone abandoned them, and you remind them of someone else. So they're like looking at you and seeing someone else that hurt them and they don't even know you. And they're abandoning their own emotions. They're jumping ship on themselves because of, when they look at you, it's like a type of love that they never got to have, or they're jealous of the love that you have. And, they could feel just as loved, just as complete as you if they were willing to do the work, but they're not willing to do the work. It's always about, oh, you did this to me and you did that, and it's everyone else's fault, but it's never my fault. They're not fulfilled. If you're fulfilled, you don't feel the need to do that. Judging, accusing innocent people. You know what I mean? So they feel dirty because of how pure you are. And they feel abandoned because they never got a lot of love like you did. All right? So yeah, it's really not your job to save them. You're supposed to move on. You got bigger fish to fry, you know what I mean? Super weird. It's like people think you are the man, you are the system, and you're just one person. It's like, when did I become the system? Go fight the machine, bitch. I'm not the machine. I'm here to take it down. Anyone who's like not on the same mission as me can just go away. Because I don't fight with humans. Humans, they're just humans. They're below me. So, my mission is to tear down any systems of evil. And it's not to go after other people, even if they are coming after me. So every time they do that, they're just going to get wrapped back into their own curse. Leave it up to karma. It's not my job. That's just not my problem. That's just not my problem. We're gonna have a good day. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I always pull union like right at the 30-minute mark. It's as if like we've talked about how we're separating from these burdens and these fallen people. Focus on the mission, and now it's like, where do we unite and what do we unite with? Because that takes a little delegating and discernment sometimes to know. Yeah, you're uniting with your center, staying centered, all right? I also heard the galactic center, so there could be like kind of like a common area that a lot of people are working on. So what I was also saying with the centering card being her sitting in a mirror, you could feel like a lot of people are mirroring you. That's okay, Don't overthink it. It's all good. But also, the environment is mirroring you. You literally feel like you have theme music. You are like the main character in the movie. Everything is like mirroring you, and that means you're in alignment. You could be getting deja vu telling you that you're in alignment. And so, like, you're really being the leader here. Like, they keep showing me that, like, even though you're taking the road less traveled, you definitely are on the right road right now. Okay? And a lot of people could be mirroring you because they want to connect with you. They just don't know how. So, try not to get too offended by it. But yeah, just let it brush off your shoulder, like brush off the haters. You are building with the world, with everyone who wants to come along. You're building in service to others, energies that are in service to others. So don't take offense. And you also have people on your team playing offense. So they're going for the goal. Okay? So, like, they're not just sitting back waiting for someone to pass them the ball. Like, they're taking charge to get the goal. And you have a whole team around you that you might not even realize how strong and united front you guys are. You're like a united front. And it's for the right reasons. And together, you're working together to get everyone stronger as one. So everyone is moving as one in a very strong way. I mean, really, like God planned for this to unite, for there to be a clear separation between who is against you and who is on track. And so it's very clear right now who's living in their best life, living in alignment, and who's living in the shadows or in fear or in whatever. And I think most of you, unless you keep getting stuck in the past trauma, you made it out. Like you made it out of the gates of hell, okay? Put that behind you. And reassure yourself, like sure, say switch anything. Like if you accidentally catch yourself saying, "Wow, this has been hell," correct yourself and be like, "No, this is heaven. I am in heaven." Instead of thinking about the bad, because that reinforces it. And I'm not saying you have to be afraid of what you're thinking or saying. You don't. But you can correct it. So, like, do constant self and energy corrections, okay? What I mean by that is, like, if you catch yourself, like, degrading your self-worth or your mission, speak life into your mission and into yourself and correct it over and over again. Speak life into the people who are in alignment with you. Keep each other, pull each other up. You know, Spirit keeps showing me like there's these levels someone's climbing and they like have to throw a rope or like a rope ladder down to the platform below it. And then people climb up the ladder to get to the next level, the next platform. And then the people above them throw a rope ladder down again. And it just keeps like going like that. Like, people could just keep going and leave other people behind, but no one can get to the next level without someone above them throwing the ladder down and pulling them up. So it's really like we can get nowhere alone, Spirit says. You know, teamwork makes the dream work. Something like that. It's like a chain effect where we need each other. Like, I'm not going to say, I mean, I don't like to think we need anyone to fulfill us or help us. But when God speaks, he says y'all need each other. Like a real family that serves humanity and is making big moves together. So you're feeling very secure with letting God lead you in the right direction. All right? If connections happen and networks happen, they were meant to happen. If they fall apart, they were meant to fall apart. Give it to God. I swear to you, if something's meant for you, God will make sure it happens. There'll be no stopping it. It's humans and their egos telling themselves that there's a bunch of deception and tricks and blah, 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 when like, no, God fully knows what it's doing, okay? It's people trapping themselves in a state of mind where they're so paranoid and they're always lacking, where they think everyone's out to get them. But when you trust God, it is not like that. You just realize you're on God's time. So it's not always going to be in the way that perfectly serves your ego. You know what I mean? And like some of you guys have an ego where you have a strong sense of self-worth and you like value your identity, like how you identify yourself, you know? You're not easily swayed like that. But like you don't have a vicious, angry, resentful ego, okay? You have like a very light, loving ego, but you don't take no shit from anybody. And you don't want to see people failing, but you're also not going to let them, you know, drag you down with them. When they drag themselves down all the time, that's something they did to themselves. It's not your fault. And you'll be trying to save people, and then all of a sudden they'll start blaming you like you're their problem when you did nothing but try to help them, or, you know, they're their own damn problem. They're standing in their own way. They're at your concert, your arena. They're in your arena. When you're on somebody else's channel or in somebody else's home, you're in their arena. So they're allowed to make the rules within their own arena, within their own home. And we have a rule of respect, okay? in my house, in God's house. It's a lot about being pure and respectful. And people who don't respect themselves or others, don't care about anybody but themselves, they're distraction to the mission. God's plan will fulfill itself. The source creator, the highest God, will fulfill its plans for you. Just make sure you know that it's going to be kind of a mystery or unexpected at times, but it is always going to work. It's always going to work out. You're like waking up every day ready to tackle the day, ready to rise as the sun rises. You might be waking up earlier. You might be tuning into the energies of the sun. We are getting a lot of sun energy coming in today. Maybe the sun is like really impacting you, like you're feeling it a lot. Even when the sun rises, maybe it's starting to wake you up, or as soon as the sun goes down, you want to go to sleep. You're in rhythm with the sun. And I feel like you're getting up earlier, or like, yeah, you're really enjoying being awake a lot more than you used to. Maybe you used to just love to sleep or whatever, retreat inside, but you're starting to like see how beautiful the elements are, that the elements in nature are showing you that dream world that you find inside yourself. So it's also outside of you and just as beautiful as what's inside of you. So instead of feeling like you have to go inside to find the beauty, you're starting to see that the elements are like bending to your will. God is bending nature to your will. And it means you're very on track. Like this whole reading is just to tell you how on track you are, even when you feel like you're not. I feel like you're healing your relationship with the physical world, okay? Not so much seeing it as evil, but realizing it's what you do with it. You could be healing your relationship with money, things like that. Realizing that you deserve it. Okay, we also got that you're healing from the Fool. So you could have been healing from humiliation rituals that were done to you, really starting to not let that affect you or embarrass you. These people don't have any right to tell you who you are or to judge you. You know yourself. God knows you. So, like, don't get embarrassed. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Literally, like, the people going through life without a care in the world, they're not thinking about what everyone else around them is going to say or think. They're like in their own moment. They're center stage. Even if it's goofy, even if it's misunderstood, even if it's judged, even if people have, tried to make you look like an idiot in your life, you really know that you're like one of the highest intellects that there are. And it almost is like impossible to even explain to these idiots how advanced you are. And you've gone so advanced that like life is carefree. Life is but a dream. And like you'll get there if you're not there by stop getting embarrassed. Stop caring what people think. Basically, you're making your own luck, okay? You're very lucky, but it's not just luck. People think you're lucky or that you just happen to slide by, but it was never luck. It was favor from the Creator. So, you've made your own way. You've made your own luck in life. Some of you could be really superstitious. You could feel like you had a bad luck streak for some reason. I don't know. But the tides are turning, okay? You're not unlucky. Don't even let that kind of energy live in your space. You gotta know that money is seeking you. Winning in every way is seeking you. And it's gonna reflect the way you treat yourself in the way, the moment that you embody. If you stay in this place where nothing but good things keep on piling up, it's prosperous, it's fruitful, and it domino effects where it never ends, or it ripples and it never ends, because it's directly reflecting yourself, your inner being. Your outer world is directly reflecting your inner being. So when you move from this healed, happy place, you're going to attract more abundance naturally. People are going to, instead of like being jealous of you or talking down on you because they wish they had the sense of happiness and contentment that you have, but they don't have it, they're going to start admiring you and respecting you. Because no matter what they do, they are not going to knock you off your cloud. Okay? So yeah. So just take healing as this fun thing and, I don't know, breathe life into it or let God do it. But even play the fool when it comes to healing. Say silly affirmations. Do silly things. I keep saying just like, you've got to break this seriousness. Like, it's not immature. You're very mature. But there's this strictness that you put on yourself where, like, even when it comes to serious healing, let it be fun. Let it be light. Let there be light, okay? So let the energy of the sun literally be the fuel and the source for your magic sometimes. I mean, you can pull a fuel from the ethers, from the source, or anything, but the sun is a source. It's a reflection of source in a way like all things are. So, like, it's almost like happiness magic or bliss building magic or something like that. It's almost like you're tricking yourself into being super happy until it starts to work. But don't take that the wrong way. It's just like your soul is bringing wisdom, okay? So you're finding, it's almost like you're releasing yourself from expectations. And in releasing yourself from expectations, all the answers are able to come through. So you're blocking solutions when you're being too dense or negative. So you kind of have to be silly and like goofy to make space for clarity. And the magic, it'll be more clear. It's like you're infusing it with love and happiness. Like everything's infused with happiness. And it's a lot about like releasing yourself from expectations to make way for higher answers. So you're not always expecting yourself to be right. You're expecting yourself to heal and be growing. And as long as you're growing, then you're in the right. Even if you're on a path that other people don't understand, you're growing in God. So God is saying that's all it takes. So literally the sun is like a tool for you to bring in this good fortune upon your life or to continue to bring it in like it's piling up. But you've got to use that agreeable energies that agree with your soul. Okay, as above, so below as well. So the sun within you is aligning with the sun out there. And that's helping you manifest as if the sun is like encoding your environment to match your internal being. So the sun is sending out consciousness codes to everything in your environment. And that's why it's like reflecting your internal world, because you've melded your consciousness with sun consciousness. And that's manifesting all the stuff that's agreeable with your energy, right? And with your growth. So if you did have a bad luck streak of some kind, that's ended, okay? Right here, right now. No more bad luck. All right, so you're full of, power from the sun. Literal power amongst this world and power and energy. And your gods and guardians and angels are just really grateful for everything you do to be of service, to be in alignment. They're cheering for you every step of the way, okay? They're grateful when you even just show up, like the lessons you have inside of you that you hide sometimes, even being open to share that. and let people come along this journey with you. They're really like happy that you're opening up like that. And you're not taking yourself too seriously. You take yourself seriously, but not too seriously to the point where it blocks you. You know what I mean? And this whole reading reflects that energy in a way. So I'm going to leave that energy alone for now. I will talk to you guys in another video. Take care. Have a wonderful day every day.